Alright folks, grab a cozy blanket and imagine this, that awful scratch starting in your throat, the slight shiver you can't shake, the feeling like your head is stuffed with cotton wool. Yep, the dreaded common cold is knocking. It's not usually serious, but wow, can it make you feel miserable? Your nose is either a dripping faucet or completely blocked, your throat feels like sandpaper, your head pounds, your body aches, and you just feel utterly drained. You'd do almost anything for a little relief, right? Well, before you reach for the pharmacy shelf, let's talk about a warm, comforting mug of magic that's been soothing cold sufferers for centuries, probably even millennia, ginger tea sweetened with a spoonful of golden honey. This isn't just an old wives' tale. There's some genuine science and powerful natural chemistry behind why this simple combination can be your best friend when you're feeling under the weather. Think of it as a hug in a mug, designed specifically to tackle those annoying cold symptoms head-on. So, curl up, and let's dive deep into the steamy world of ginger and honey, understanding exactly how this dynamic duo works its comforting magic on your stuffy nose, sore throat, and overall blah feeling. First, we need to understand what's actually going on in your body when a cold virus sets up shop. It's an invasion. Those tiny viruses sneak into your system, usually through your nose or mouth, and start hijacking your cells to make copies of themselves. Your immune system, your body's amazing defense force, immediately swings into action. It sends out signals, calling in white blood cells to fight the invaders. This battle is essential, but it's also what causes all those unpleasant symptoms you feel. Inflammation is a key weapon. Your blood vessels dilate, get wider, to allow more immune cells to rush to the site of infection. That's why your nose gets swollen and stuffy. Your body ramps up mucus production to try and trap the viruses and flush them out. Hello, runny nose. Chemicals released during this fight can irritate nerve endings, causing that scratchy, sore throat and those annoying coughs. Your body might also release substances called pyrogens that slightly raise your internal thermostat. That's the low-grade fever or chills you feel, designed to make the environment less hospitable for the virus. And all this fighting? It takes a massive amount of energy, leaving you feeling completely wiped out and achy. So, what you're experiencing, the congestion, the sore throat, the cough, the fatigue, is largely the collateral damage of your own immune system valiantly battling the virus. The goal isn't necessarily to cure the cold instantly, only time and your immune system can do that, but to manage these symptoms, support your body's fight, and make you feel significantly more comfortable while you ride it out. This is precisely where ginger tea with honey steps onto the stage as a powerful natural ally. Let's start by peeling back the layers, literally. On our fiery friend, ginger. That knobbly beige root hiding in your produce drawer or spice rack is a true pharmacological powerhouse. Its magic lies in a complex cocktail of bioactive compounds, but the real rock stars are the gingerols and showgales. These are the compounds responsible for ginger's characteristic pungent, spicy kick. Think about that warm, almost burning sensation you get when you bite into fresh ginger or sip strong ginger tea. That's them at work. This heat isn't just for taste, it's a signal of ginger's potent biological activity. So, how does this translate to cold relief? Ginger works in several brilliant ways. One of its superpowers is being a powerful anti-inflammatory. Remember how inflammation is causing your stuffy nose and sore throat? Gingerols work similarly to some anti-inflammatory drugs, helping to inhibit the production of those inflammatory chemicals, like prostaglandins and cytokines, that your immune system is churning out during the battle. By dialing down this inflammation, Ginger can help reduce the swelling in your nasal passages and sinuses, making it easier to breathe. It can also soothe the inflamed tissues in your throat, easing that raw, scratchy feeling. But ginger doesn't stop there. It's also a fantastic antioxidant. The immune battle generates a lot of oxidative stress. Think of it like exhaust fumes from the cellular fight. Free radicals damage cells. Ginger's antioxidants help mop up these damaging molecules, protecting your cells and potentially helping your immune system function a bit more efficiently. Ginger is also renowned as a natural decongestant and expectorant. That warming effect when you drink it? It helps stimulate circulation and can promote sweating, which might help break a mild fever and just makes you feel like you're sweating it out. More importantly, the warmth and the specific compounds in ginger can help loosen up thick, sticky mucus that's clogging your chest and sinuses. Think of it like adding a little heat to melt hardened grease. By thinning the mucus, ginger makes it easier for your body to expel it either by blowing your nose productively or coughing it up. This helps clear your airways, reducing congestion and that annoying, rattly feeling in your chest. Furthermore, ginger is a well-known natural remedy for nausea and upset stomach. Colds can sometimes bring on queasiness, and post-nasal drip, mucus running down the back of your throat, is a common culprit for stomach irritation. Sipping ginger tea can help calm that unsettled feeling in your gut. And finally, some studies suggest ginger possesses mild antiviral and antibacterial properties. While it won't single-handedly wipe out the cold virus rampaging through your system, it might help create a slightly less favorable environment for it and potentially help prevent secondary bacterial infections that sometimes complicate colds. So, ginger tackles congestion, soothes inflammation, eases throat irritation, helps clear mucus, calms nausea, and offers antioxidant support. That's a lot of heavy lifting from one humble root. Now, let's sweeten the deal with the golden nectar, honey. This isn't just about making the spicy ginger tea palatable, though it certainly does that beautifully. Honey brings its own impressive arsenal of cold-fighting benefits to the party. Its most immediate and noticeable effect is as a soothing demulcent. This is a fancy word meaning it coats and protects irritated tissues. When your throat is raw, red, and inflamed from constant coughing, post-nasal drip, or the virus itself, swallowing can feel like torture. A spoonful of thick, warm honey coats the irritated lining of your throat like a protective, lubricating film. This provides almost instant, blissful relief from that scratchy, painful sensation. It forms a temporary barrier, giving the inflamed tissues a break from constant irritation, allowing them a chance to heal slightly. This coating effect also helps suppress the cough reflex. That dry, hacking cough that keeps you up all night? It's often triggered by irritation in the throat. By coating and soothing those irritated nerve endings, honey can help calm the urge to cough. It's not suppressing a productive cough, one bringing up mucus deep in your lungs, but it's incredibly effective for that dry, tickly, throat-based cough that's so exhausting. In fact, research, including studies published in reputable journals, has shown that honey can be as effective as, or sometimes even more effective than, some common over-the-counter cough suppressants, dextromethorphan, for relieving nighttime cough in children and adults, and it tastes a whole lot better. But honey's benefits go far beyond just coating your throat. It's a complex substance packed with natural sugars, enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and, crucially, a wide array of antioxidants, like flavonoids and phenolic acids. Like ginger, these antioxidants help combat the oxidative stress generated by the immune system's battle against the cold virus, supporting overall cellular health. Perhaps even more impressively, honey possesses significant natural antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. How? It works in several clever ways. Firstly, honey is very sugary. This high sugar concentration creates an environment that's osmotically hostile to bacteria. It literally draws water out of bacterial cells, dehydrating and killing them. Secondly, honey is quite acidic, which also inhibits bacterial growth. Thirdly, when bees make honey, they add an enzyme called glucose oxidase. When honey is diluted, like with your saliva or the tea, this enzyme slowly produces small amounts of hydrogen peroxide, a well-known disinfectant. This low-level, sustained release of hydrogen peroxide provides gentle but effective antibacterial action right where you need it in your irritated throat. This is particularly valuable because a sore throat can sometimes be caused or worsened by bacteria, and even if it started with a virus, the damaged tissues are more vulnerable to secondary bacterial infections. Honey helps create a cleaner, more hostile environment for those potential bacterial invaders. Additionally, honey provides a quick source of easily digestible energy in the form of natural sugars, fructose and glucose. When you're feeling weak, achy, and exhausted from fighting a cold, this little energy boost can be genuinely helpful, giving your body readily available fuel to keep up the fight. So, honey soothes, coats, calms coughs, fights microbes, provides antioxidants, and delivers a gentle energy lift, the perfect complement to ginger's fiery power. So, what happens when you combine these two natural titans, the fiery, decongesting, anti-inflammatory ginger and the soothing, coating, antimicrobial honey, in a mug of hot water? It's pure synergy. The heat of the water itself is therapeutic. Warm liquids help increase blood flow, soothe irritated mucous membranes, thin out mucus making it easier to expel, and provide comforting warmth that can ease chills and muscle aches. Adding ginger infuses this hot water with its potent, bioactive compounds. As you sip, the warmth and the gingerols immediately start working. You feel that gentle heat spreading through your chest, helping to loosen congestion. The anti-inflammatory action begins calming the swollen tissues in your nose and throat. Then, you stir in the honey. It dissolves into the warm tea, creating a smooth, sweet, and viscous liquid. As you swallow, this honeyed liquid coats your sore throat like a healing balm, instantly muting that raw, scratchy pain and suppressing the irritating tickle that triggers coughing. The honey's antimicrobial agents get to work on the surface of your throat, while the ginger's compounds work systemically from within. The antioxidants from both ginger and honey team up to combat oxidative stress throughout your body. The ginger helps clear the gunk, while the honey soothes the irritation caused by the gunk and the coughing. It's a comprehensive, multi-targeted approach to cold symptom relief, tackling congestion, reducing inflammation, soothing throat pain, suppressing cough, combating microbes, and providing comforting warmth and gentle energy. Plus, the act of slowly sipping a warm beverage is inherently calming and hydrating, both crucial when you're sick. Staying hydrated helps thin mucus, keeps your throat moist, and supports overall bodily functions. This combination doesn't just mask symptoms, it actively supports your body's healing processes and makes the whole miserable experience significantly more bearable. Now, how do you actually brew this potent potion for maximum benefit? The beauty lies in its simplicity, but a few tips can make it even more effective. You can use either fresh ginger root or dried ginger powder. Fresh ginger generally offers a more vibrant flavor and potentially higher levels of the volatile gingerols, but dried powder is convenient and still very effective. For fresh ginger tea, Start with a piece of ginger root about the size of your thumb, roughly 1 to 2 inches long. Give it a good scrub under running water to remove any dirt. No need to peel it unless you really want to, as many beneficial compounds are near the skin. Now, you have options for prepping it. Slicing. Thinly slice the ginger. This exposes more surface area. Grating. Grate the ginger on a fine grater or microplane. This releases the most juices and compounds, making the strongest tea. Crushing. Give the whole piece a good whack with the side of your knife or a meat mallet to bruise it and crack it open. Place your prepped ginger, slices, gratings, or crushed piece into a mug. Bring fresh, cold water to a rolling boil. Pour the boiling water directly over the ginger in the mug. Crucially, cover the mug immediately with a small plate or lid. This traps the volatile essential oils and aromatic compounds, where much of the goodness lies, inside the mug, preventing them from steaming away. Let it steep for at least 10 minutes. Seriously, don't rush this. Steeping for 10 to 15 minutes, or even longer, up to 20 to 30 minutes if you like it strong, allows maximum extraction of the gingerols, shogales, and other beneficial compounds. The longer it steeps, the spicier and more potent it becomes. For dried ginger powder, use about 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of good quality ginger powder per cup. Pour boiling water over it, stir well, cover, and steep for 10 minutes. The powder will mostly sink to the bottom. Adding the honey. After the steeping time, uncover your mug. The tea will still be very warm, but hopefully cool enough not to destroy the delicate properties of the honey. This is key. Wait until the tea is drinkably warm, not scalding hot, before stirring in your honey. High heat can degrade some of honey's beneficial enzymes and antioxidants. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of raw, unpasteurized honey if possible. Raw honey retains more of its natural enzymes, antioxidants, and potential antimicrobial activity compared to highly processed, filtered honey often found in plastic bears. Stir well until the honey is completely dissolved. Sip it slowly, allowing the warmth and the healing compounds to work their way down your throat and into your system. Feel the coating effect of the honey and the warming tingle of the ginger. Aim to drink 2 to 4 cups throughout the day, especially when symptoms are bothering you, perhaps one first thing in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one before bed to soothe a nighttime cough. You can customize your ginger honey tea. A squeeze of fresh lemon juice adds a bright zing and a massive boost of vitamin C, which is always great for immune support. A pinch of ground cinnamon adds warmth and additional antioxidants. If you're feeling particularly congested, a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper, just a dash, can amplify the decongesting power. Use with caution. For extra throat soothing, a stick of cinnamon or a clove, removed before drinking, can be steeped with the ginger. If you prefer a smoother tea, you can strain out the ginger slices or gratings before adding the honey, though you'll get maximum potency leaving them in. If you made a strong batch with fresh ginger and find it too spicy, you can dilute it with a little extra hot water after steeping, before adding the honey. Here's the absolutely crucial reality check and safety considerations. While ginger tea with honey is a remarkably safe, natural, and effective way to find significant relief from common cold symptoms, it is vital to understand its limits and when to seek proper medical care. First and foremost, ginger tea with honey is a symptom reliever and supportive therapy, not a cure for the common cold. Colds are caused by viruses, and antibiotics don't work against them. Your immune system needs time to fight it off, usually 7 to 10 days. This tea helps you feel much better while that process happens. Second, it is not a substitute for medical evaluation or treatment for more serious conditions. If your cold symptoms are severe, worsening after a few days, or include any of the following, you must see a doctor: high fever, over 101 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit or 38.5 to 39 degrees Celsius, that persists or spikes, severe headache or facial pain, could indicate sinus infection, difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain, wheezing, coughing up green, yellow, or bloody mucus, symptoms lasting more than 10 to 14 days without improvement, or extreme lethargy. These could signal complications like pneumonia, bronchitis, strep throat, which needs antibiotics, or sinusitis, or indicate it might not be a cold at all, like the flu or COVID-19. Third, honey safety. Never give honey to infants under 1 year old. Honey can contain spores of a bacterium called Clostridium botulinum. An infant's immature digestive system can't handle these spores, which can germinate, grow, and produce a dangerous toxin causing infant botulism, a rare but potentially fatal illness. For children over 1 and adults, our mature digestive systems easily prevent the spores from growing, making honey perfectly safe. Fourth, ginger considerations. Ginger is generally very safe for most people in culinary and tea amounts. However, it can have mild blood thinning effects. If you are on prescription blood thinners, like warfarin, aspirin, clopidogrel, or have a bleeding disorder, consult your doctor before consuming large amounts of ginger tea regularly, as it could potentially increase bleeding risk. Ginger can also sometimes cause mild heartburn or stomach upset in sensitive individuals, especially on an empty stomach. If you have gallstones, ginger might potentially trigger gallbladder contractions. Check with your doctor. Pregnant women should generally stick to moderate culinary amounts of ginger. While often used for nausea, large medicinal doses in tea form should be discussed with a healthcare provider. Fifth, diabetes and honey. Honey is a sugar. While it offers benefits, it will raise blood sugar levels. People with diabetes need to account for the carbohydrates in honey, about 5 to 6 grams per teaspoon, in their meal plan and monitor blood sugar accordingly. Using less honey or opting for other throat soothers might be necessary. Sixth, quality matters. Use fresh, firm ginger root. Avoid moldy or shriveled pieces. Choose raw, unpasteurized honey from a reputable source for maximum potential benefits. Processed honey is still soothing but may lack some enzymes and antioxidants. So, where does this leave us? Brewing a mug of ginger tea sweetened with honey is one of the simplest, oldest, and most scientifically supported natural remedies for finding relief from the miserable symptoms of the common cold. It harnesses the powerful synergy of ginger's anti-inflammatory, decongesting, mucus-loosening, and antioxidant properties with honey's incredible throat coating, cough-suppressing, antimicrobial, and soothing actions, all delivered in a comforting, warm, hydrating liquid. It tackles the congestion, soothes the sore throat, calms the cough, supports your body's fight, and provides a moment of warmth and comfort when you need it most. It's accessible, affordable, and generally very safe for adults and children over 1. But always remember, it's a supportive therapy, not a cure. Listen to your body. Get plenty of rest. Stay well hydrated with water and other clear fluids. Nourish yourself with simple, easy-to-digest foods. Wash your hands frequently. And crucially, know when symptoms warrant a trip to the doctor. When that scratchy throat starts or the sniffles set in, don't wait. Slice or grate that ginger, boil the water, steep it strong, stir in that golden honey, wrap your hands around the warm mug, and sip slowly. Feel the warmth spread, feel the throat coating soothe, feel the congestion start to loosen. It's a time-tested ritual, a natural comfort, and a potent ally in your corner against the common cold. Here's to feeling better, one comforting sip at a time.